Our children are in emotional crisis. Our elementary children are going to school and they are bullying and beating one another up. Our middle-aged children are sniffing aerosol cans and eating detergent pods and playing really scary, dangerous games that they call challenges, by the way, to see who can pass out first. Our high school students are filled with murderous rage. Our babies are cutting themselves, killing themselves and one another in a violent and desperate cry for help. And we ask why it's happening. I don't think it's mental illness. Sure, there are some. But these are some of the brightest and most brilliant minds of our century. And I don't think it's evil. These are some of the most sensitive and sweet, tender souls who've just endured so much pain, so much teasing, and feeling like an outsider that they can't endure it anymore. So why is it happening? Because our children don't know how to self-soothe. They don't know how to calm themselves when they're upset or deal with stress. They don't know how to deal with their anger. And they certainly don't know how to communicate what they're feeling. They don't have the skills to recognize that they need to challenge the dark thoughts that come to their mind. Imagine what would have happened over the last 10 years if those children who showed up with guns in school would have recognized, this thought is not in my highest good. This thought is not my true value in self. But we haven't taught them that very well. They don't know how to engage in peaceful and cooperative conversations. And is it any wonder when you look at our public figures? I'll just leave that there. They don't know about questioning their thoughts. Our little ones are really ill-equipped to deal with this 21st century lifestyle, with all the pressures and the striving to be the best. They need us to teach them. They are desperately asking us to teach them how to heal our own emotional wounds, how to model resiliency when life doesn't go the way we want it. They are urgently asking us to be fully present with them in conversations. And in those conversations, we need to uplift. We need to help them challenge their own thinking. We need to teach them about values and long-term perspectives, not just this moment, decisions that are lifelong and based on good things. Our children are literally dying for emotional freedom. And the problem is, we as parents and grandparents and teachers and gosh, there just seems like there aren't enough of us, first of all, who are on this path, but also, who taught us? Do you know how to deal with your own inner demons? Do you know how to deal with your own past traumas? Have you resolved the grief that's everyday grief from losses and shames and relationship wounds? We have to learn it before we can pass it on. That's why I get so passionate about teaching the tools that I teach. My name is Jan Luther. I'm an EFT Founding Master and Master Trainer, and I'm the director of the EFT Academy. And we have a really big mission and vision here that I've pulled up because I want to share the key points with you. It almost feels impossible. In fact, it really feels impossible, but I don't want to say that because we want to dream big. We are here because we want to use emotional freedom techniques and tools for taming the ego and learn to tap into our spiritual energetic healing gifts to create a world where there's no more suffering, no more sickness, and no more need of any kind. No more poverty, no more loneliness. Oh, can you imagine? We want to create a world where every human has consciously tamed that ego voice and is filled with the spiritual gifts and their talents and are using them. I'd love to create a world where it's normal to be sensitive and intuitive and even talking to the Creator, God, Source, Spirit, whatever you call it. I would like for us to imagine and embrace the idea that we can bring our children into a world where they are taught from infancy that they're already perfect, where they know right down to their itty-bitty toes that they have everything they need within them, that they don't take things so personally because those ego thoughts and sayings and feelings just don't affect them. They just bounce right off. I would love for them to know that they are enough just the way they are. that yes, there's growth, and yes, this life is for experience, but in the scheme of things, they have everything they need within them. I'd love for them to know what I believe, what you believe, I imagine, is that they are literally divine beings. And because of that, they have access to all the wisdom and creative power, the healing power, the same power that created the world and the universes. We can gift them with this knowledge. We can provide them with these skills and these tools to literally tap into their innate and creative powers. Oh, that our children, our grandchildren, our students, our clients, oh, that we were able to live in a world where we all openly feel that we can fearlessly speak our truth and share our unique mission and talent, and that we are received. So I invite you to join me in this mission by learning EFT, learning the tools to tame the ego mind, which is such a little devil inside of us that tortures us. I would love for you to experience it so that you can see what happens when the energy shifts and the mind shifts, and you can start walking your talk. So if you're like me and you're tired of feeling helpless and you're tired of not knowing what you can do, this is your invitation to join me at the next upcoming training for EFT, which includes introductions and base tools for taming the ego and healing our past traumas, our losses, our shames, all those pains, so that we really and truly can enjoy a peaceful and whole life. I hope to see you there.